Come in. Sit down, son. You're being rude. Judging from your wound, I'm assuming you're looking for supplies. I'll see what I have.
Name's Elliot.
Try the bread. It's homemade. Ain't very good dry, and I'm all out of syrup.
Damn sniper. I was responding to a call just on the other side of the Texaco station. Over by Chapel Hill. It was quick. First the pulp, then the paint.
What was the call?
Something about a domestic disturbance. I'm technically off duty. I shouldn't have even responded. Yet here I am, bleeding. Stranger's dining room.
Keep pressure on it with that. Don't worry about staining it. I got more.
I didn't know where the shot came from. But I knew where it went. Straight through me. Directly into my tire. I didn't have a vantage point from where I was. But my next option was to run. So I did. Ain't much out here. Yours was one of the only buildings I saw in the distance. Sorry about the door. I didn't think I had time for pleasantries.
Ain't nothing I can't fix. Unlike your situation. Yes, ma'am. I need an ambulance. 20 Pine Tree Lane. Well, there's to be a shooting. Yes, ambulance. Thank you kindly. Emergency services are a little slow this far out. These are to help in the meantime.
So, how long you been here? If you don't mind.
I've been in this very house on and off for about 30 years.
And, just been you this whole time?
Inquisitive fella, ain't you? But no, I have had the company of a woman or two.
Thank you for the food. Not many people can bake pumpkin bread.
I guess maybe I learned a thing or two from those women.
My wife tries to cook, but she ain't no baker. My daughter, on the other hand, she can make a mean batch of biscuits. Heck, who knows? Maybe it skips a generation.
Maybe. But you know, like mother, like daughter.
Say, how long you suppose it's been since you called? Can't seem to find the time.
Great question. Give me a second. In about 9 minutes.
You're him. You're Doc Henry. You're real. And you're alive. Reverend, what the hell are you doing here?
Sheriff, you look better. Sir, I seem to have a flat. I'm just at the end of your driveway. I was wondering if you have a phone I could use to call a truck.
No need for a truck. Think I got a jack. Feel free to help yourself.
What the fuck is happening right now?
I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Do you know who that man is?
No. Should I?
That is Doc Henry. The Doc Henry.
Son, if you're gonna be speaking nonsense...
Why the fuck would I lie, Reverend? I saw the hat and the gloves. Now, I've seen enough photo evidence to distinguish him from any other pair. That is him, I'm sure of it.
I've watched you grow. since you were a young punk working a beat. Now, you're the mighty sheriff of Who Gives a Shitville. I've seen you do some stupid stuff, but this is the stupidest. Doc Henry is long gone. Wouldn't surprise me if the devil himself came to get him.
Now listen here, hypocrite preacher. You know when you get those sinful urges of yours that you can't contain? I'm the one makes the accusations disappear. I can bring them back. I don't give a shit if you are the Reverend or not. That is Doc Henry, I'm sure of it.
So what if it is him? He hasn't been the man the legends make him out to be. He gave us food for Christ's sake.
You're a reverend? Like a politician is a saint. Watch your mouth. Now, I'm gonna be out of here soon. If you're smart, you'd be too.
Couldn't seem to find the jack. It must be buried somewhere on the property. You can use that, though. Did you like it?
Sure. Did you make it?
Yeah. It was my wife's recipe.
Well then, tell Mrs.
Henrietta.
Well, you tell Henrietta it was heavenly.
I'd love to. Make your call.
There wasn't any dial tone.
There is no other phone. Is there?
Can't say there is. Must be broken. Lila was the only one to use it. Don't think it's been touched in years.
Was that the second?
The second?
Earlier, you said a woman or two. Was Lila the second?
Lila. Lila was an amazing woman. Tall, long, beautiful blonde hair, and these piercing green eyes. Kind and intelligent to boot.
She sounds breathtaking.
She was.
Was.
She took her own life.
sorry. I can't even imagine losing my spouse.
Losing my wife was devastating. She couldn't handle the world without her little girl. You see, when my daughter had come through those doors, barely able to walk, breathing so deeply in the pauses of her own sobbing, my wife just about fainted.
I'm sorry.
I never understood the whole religion thing. But Lila, she was a good Christian girl. She couldn't take the pain no more. Living every day knowing that a man could do that to her. And not any man, a man she trusted. The only man who is untouchable around here. Just like that, our Lila ended her life.
Lila was your daughter.
She was more than my daughter. She was my world. I was devastated. I couldn't bear the thought of my girl not being with me. On that day, the world, time just stood still. So I fled. To blow off steam the only way I knew how. With me being gone, Henrietta did the only thing she could. She went to the police. She was told nothing could be done. There was no evidence to prove the guilt of the man we knew did it. As if our daughter's final words weren't evidence enough. I could have never thought my faith would take me down such a dark path. I knew he had a plan for me. But if this be his plan, I can't be no part of it. When the police came into this very home and told her nothing could be done, my wife lost all hope. So I came home to my wife, hanging from the balcony. On that day, I began to dig for hours, placing my girl in those graves. I ain't never done nothing harder.
Why? Why did you wait so long if you always knew?
It had to be perfect.
But how? How did you know? How did you know that I'd come here, that the Reverend would come down the street?
Besides this very house, the only thing this far out of the city is the chapel on Chapel Hill. Ain't many roads leading back to town except this one.
But me? What about me?
I called in a domestic abuse to the station. When asked, I stated that the woman was in need of immediate help, that the situation was dire. Knowing that the station, your station, would put it out over the radio. Who else would answer the call of a damsel in distress? but our noble sheriff on his mighty steed. It was a risk, I admit. But here you are.
Okay, fine. So I let him go. But I didn't do it, though. He's the one who hurt her. I just did what I was told to do. I was young. I was stupid. He's the fucking pastor. The townspeople would have crucified me. I didn't think I had a choice. Then do it. End me. End us. Now. Why make us wait? Do it! End me now! Why, dog? Why?
Today would have been her 25th birthday. I can't do it any longer. I have waited days, months, years for this moment. I do not see a more fit way to go. I am at peace. End me.
Do it! Elliot! Now! Kill this piece of shit! For everything this man has done, he deserves to die. No man more worth killing than thee, Doc Henry. As a matter of fact, I'm glad I did what I did. Now end it! Don't make me say it.
Hey, I'm free. It's done. Seriously? He's dead! Fuck you!